What is your name and how old are you?
My name is Chris Winberg and I'm 25.
Go ahead and spell your name for me.
KrisWenberg.
What is the name of your performance group and where are you guys located?
The name of our group is Blaze Benders and we're located out of Topeka, Kansas.
What is it your guys' group do exactly?
We're a fire performance group. We spin fire poi and LED poi.
How long have you guys been spinning for?
I've been spinning poi for about 2.5, 3 years, but other members of our group have been spinning more or less time. Varies.
What inspired you to start spinning?
I was at a concert and I just saw somebody spinning and I thought it was cool and just fell in love with it, started trying it.
So how many are you guys in the group?
Right now there's 3 people in our group.
What inspired you guys to start the group?
Really just the love of performing for an audience made us want to get out and show it to more people.
So you've been doing poi for a while. How many types of poi is out there?
I know of about 4 or 5 different types of poi, but I'm sure there's a lot more than that.
Which one would be your favorite one?
My favorite would be LED poi.
Where's the coolest place you guys have performed?
So far, the coolest place we've performed would have to be Club Magic in Lawrence.
Have anybody in your guys' group or you been seriously injured while performing?
Seriously injured? No. But I have caught myself on fire a couple times.
What is your favorite part of performing for events?
My favorite part, just performing. I mean, doing something that an audience would enjoy.
Are you afraid of making a mistake in front of crowds?
No, I'm not really afraid of making a mistake. I'd be more afraid of not getting back up and keep going after I make a mistake.
So how do you personally prepare yourself for a performance?
I practice with sock poi and obviously stretch before performances.
How many times a week would you say you practice or play with your poi?
I probably practice 2 or 3 times a week.
What exactly is the right kind of clothing to wear while you're spinning fire?
Well, I wouldn't say there's a right or a wrong type of clothes to wear when you're spinning fire. Some people prefer tight clothes, and me personally, I prefer loose clothes.
Would you say poi is hard to learn?
I think it's not necessarily hard to learn. It's more or less just hand-eye coordination and being willing to put in the time to practice.
If you want to see someone spin poi, where exactly would you go to see that?
I mean, you can see people spinning poi at parks or bars or concerts, anything really.
So your guys' group, what is it exactly that makes you guys different from all the other people that go to events and spin as well?
Our group, we get together and we practice together and we come up with routines with 2 or 3 people spinning at the same time.
So how did you guys start getting booked for events?
One of our old friends, he was running a Saturday night event and he asked us to come out and do a performance, and everybody loved it and wanted us to keep coming back.
So would you say you guys have some future goals for Blaze Benders?
Oh yes, we're hoping that the future is very bright for Blaze Benders. Want to take it to a lot of places.
So are you guys going to just stay a 3-man group, or are you going to grow?
I will probably stay a 3-man group for a little while until we start getting a little more well known and start having more performances. But once we start picking up, then we'll definitely be looking into bringing more people into the troupe.
So if somebody wanted to start poi or anything, where exactly would you go to buy the merchandise for that, or just the items?
Well, there's a lot of different places you can go to buy poi, like Home of Poi or flowtoys.com are two that I use. I personally like Home of Poi for beginner poi. That's it for now.
Alright, so what is your name and how old are you?
My name's Dustin Nathan, and I'm 22.
You want to spell your name for me?
Dustin-Athon. The name of our group is Blaze Benders, and we originate from Topeka, Kansas.
What is it your group Blaze Benders do exactly?
We spin what's called a New Zealand fire dance. It's called poi.
How long have you guys been spinning poi? And what inspired you to start?
It differs from person to person. Me personally, I started in '06, and I just saw someone doing it and wanted to do it, honestly. At the moment, there are 3 people in our group, and we were just spinning together. We go to raves and whatnot, just go to bars and spin. We just decided, yeah, why don't we just make a group out of it and just start going to events and possibly getting paid.
So with this poi, how many types of poi is there?
There's about 6, but what we do mainly are glow poi and fire poi.
What are your which one's your favorite?
For outside, fire. For inside, glow.
Where is the coolest place you guys have performed so far?
The coolest place we've performed so far, I'd say Club Magic.
Have you ever seriously been injured while performing?
Seriously injured? No. But I have caught my pants on fire a few times.
What is your favorite part of performing for events?
I just love to do it. Just gives me a rush every time.
Are you afraid of making mistakes in front of the crowd?
Sometimes you get nervous, but the more nervous you get in front of a crowd, the more likely you are to make mistakes. So we try and calm each other down, just not think about the other people and just do what we love to do.
How do you prepare for yourself, or how do you prepare yourself for a performance?
We prepare ourselves for performances, mainly just making sure we have all the equipment, being there on time, and having fun.
How many times a week would you say you practice or just play with your poi?
I practice maybe two times a week.
While you're spinning fire, what's safe or comfortable clothing to wear?
Safe would be long pants, a long sleeve shirt, possibly a hat. But that's not very comfortable. So I usually wear shorts, t-shirt, and no hat.
Would you say poi is really hard to learn?
For some people it can be, but for most, no. It's mainly just hand-eye coordination, and it just takes time.
If you wanted to see somebody just spinning poi around, where would you go see someone exactly doing it?
Probably go to Kansas City to a rave or to a well-known bar. See people spinning poi a lot, because you don't really just see people spinning. Maybe Gage Park in Topeka, Kansas.
What is it you guys do differently from the other random people that go to events and spin?
We actually, what we do differently is we actually practice together, try and come up with new routines, and just be unique. If anything, we're not trying to show off, we're just trying to have fun, do what we do, possibly just make a name for ourselves.
So how did you guys go out and start getting booked for events?
Just publicize, put it on Facebook, just talk to the owners. That's about it, really.
Would you say you guys have future goals for your group?
Yes, most definitely. Our future goals aren't necessarily Broadway, but we just want to be well known, at least locally. I mean,
so are you guys going to stay a three-man group, or do you plan on growing and gaining more members?
that depends on how many events we get booked for. Right now, we maybe once, twice a week booked. So three-man group, we can usually make that ourselves. If it becomes 5 or more, then yes, most definitely we'll gain more.
If someone wanted to get into poi, where exactly would they go to buy the best quality of items, and how much would it cost?
Well, if you're just starting out, you might want to start with sock poi. And all you have to do is go to Walmart, get some tennis balls and tube socks. And just put the tennis ball inside, maybe some rice to weight it down a little bit, tie the end of it, and there you go. Probably costs around 10, 15 bucks.
And the fire and light poi, where would you find those?
The fire and light poi you can find on homeofpoi.com or Neon Husky. I'd go Neon Husky for the glow and Home of Poi for the fire poi. Fire poi, if you want a really good set, could cost you upwards of 120 bucks. But I'd say the cheapest ones are around 75.
Alright, well, it was good interviewing you, man. Is there any way that anybody can get a hold of you guys for events or anything?
Most definitely.
What's the best way to get a hold of you guys?
Facebook.
Facebook, and it's
Blaze Benders.
just Facebook Blaze Benders?
Yep, Facebook Blaze Benders.